Hello, is this Mr. Alex? Yes, who is this? Listen, your daughter Ria is with me. Do you want her dead or alive? What is this nonsense? Nonsense? Papa! Papa, please save me. Papa! Hello, darling, do you hear me? Where is Ria? Ria has gone to school. No. Ria is in someone has kidnapped her. Oh my goodness, what to do? My dear friends, this is not a scene from film. This is a real danger knocking at your door. Today in this episode of Forces Supreme Law International, I, Dr. Ajaykummarpandey, Advocate, Supreme Court of India, going to talk about virtual kidnapping. I'm going to talk about voice cloning. I'm going to talk about SIM jacking. These are the new tools of crime being used by cybercriminals all over the world to seek ransom, to scam. This has become the heart. So far you have come across and you have heard and you have been educated about email frauds. You have been about social media frauds, banking frauds, ransomware attacks, cyber espionage, identity theft, click checking and spyware. Now this has gone beyond that. Out of every 100 people on whom these criminal attacks were planned, 85% have suffered and become the victim of it. How this is done is that in this case, the voice is exactly of the person who is calling you. The only missing thing is that he is not there. You have heard so far about virtual courts, virtual classes, virtual yoga lessons and all. This is the new virtual kidnapping, where kidnappers doesn't need to come and physically kidnap you. They manage this with the help of machine learning, AI, ChatGPT, where your entire behavior pattern, your way of talking, your style of talking and your voice, everything is copied exactly the same way. Though through ChatGPT, they know that when the call will be made, how you will respond. And they work with the ChatGPT to improve their replies to your response and they predict, they know that what is going to be your reply. In this distress situation where you get a call of your husband being kidnapped, your daughter being kidnapped, met with an accident, or he is in some trouble, himself asking you for the money, you have no choice. You end up paying. How this is done? This is done by harvesting your data from social media platforms like TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all. It's not that you are not on the social media, you are not very active, means you are safe. The data can be pulled out even from the government departments, even from the government sites. The prime target of these criminals are the youth who are very much active on the social media, as well as the leading and known public figures who are also there on the social media in a big way, and their data exists in public domain. Now, the worst part of this kind of scam is sextortion racket, where you're not only photo but audio and video, everything is being cloned. According to a report from the US, the per year loss because of the sextortion racket in US is around 2.6 billion US dollar. The situation in India is also more or less same, though the amount may be less now. But with this new danger knocking at your door, I think it is high time to take precaution and be aware of this crime. I have seen some cyber experts and TV reports telling you or advising you that when you get this kind of the call and money is being asked, do not give money. Then what you should do? You should make a call on the number and cross-check from the person himself. It sounds safe, but it's not. Because the criminals are far ahead in their design, in their nefarious design. There is another technique that is called SIM jacking, where if your SIMs are jacked and the cyber criminals matches this voice cloning with the SIM jacking, then it is not possible for you to call back on the number. The phone data and the message which you are sending on the phone is transferred on another instrument which is in the control of the kidnappers. The locations won't be traceable. The phone will show you in out of network zone. So this advice is not very practical and working advice. So what is the way out, you would like to know? See, I always tell criminals are far ahead than the security agency. By the time they solve or find out the solution for one crime, the criminals are far ahead. As you have seen that more or less now people know about phishing, people know about email frauds, people know about banking fraud. So this new technique has been invented by the criminals to cheat you, to conduct bigger and scam or to take ransom in huge amount. As I have told you that the success rate of this kind of crime currently in India is 85%. So seems there is no easy way out or there is no safe way out. So I can, from my experience, can tell you the fundamental, because crimes, such kind of scams, such kind of thuggy is nothing new. Since the inception of the civilization, it existed. What has changed is it has changed its form. But the basic psychology on which such scams operates are two. One is that of greed. Second is that of fear. And the criminals uses these two human weakness in the best possible way. The example of greed, they tell you that iPhone is available for 100 rupees. Just transfer 10 rupees and you are gone. They tell you you have won a lottery of crores of rupees. Just transfer few thousand of rupees and you are gone. This is the example of greed. The example of fear, the drama I enacted before starting this episode, that your son, your daughter is in my custody. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to rape him. Your husband has met with an accident, or I have kidnapped your husband or your wife, etc., etc. These are the examples of fear. In both these situations, the mind loses its control and you are bound to act wrong. So my suggestion to you is that be in control of the situation. Use your presence of mind. I'm going to also suggest some practical tips how to save yourself from such crimes. But before that, I request you to subscribe my channel and also press the bell button to get latest from the legal world and to get the best tips how to live safe and secure life. So one, avoid your social media presence. Minimize it if you can't avoid it. Keep different passwords for your different social media handles. Do not post often. Do not give every update of your social life on the social media. Also, do not share your bank details, credit card details through mobile or social media, and try to keep your data as safe as you can. Be in touch with your near and dearest one also through landline. Rest, if you still become the victim of such fraud, such crime, do not be afraid, report it to the police. There is a national helpline number also, that is 1930, but in my personal opinion, this is not very effective. Try it out, and I also request the authorities concerned to see that 1930 works for the people in the time of distress. I will see you on another topic in another episode of 4C Supreme Law. Partners, till that time, goodbye. Jai Hind, Jai Hindustan.